26 laps of racing here in Baku, in the city of Azerbaijan. It's going to be 5 red lights on for the drivers.
In the city of
Azerbaijan. And it's
Azerbaijan.
lights out, and away we go. Alan gets away well with a DRS start that he obviously took off the line. Now into turn 1. Alan will lead us away. Nura right behind him, right on the tail, as Todd tries to look for a move on Nura as we go all the way down this first back straight. It's a huge pack of cars hungry for a 10th place.
Take a look at Wi-Fi start as well. If you can take a look at it, he's on the podium and he's already looking for P1 immediately as he now enters the second sector. Who is going to be the first stupid driver? None of them, maybe. Aston Martin over there. That was Lurkin, I think, that buckled it in the castle section. Now a scrap of drivers going through and entering the third sector. What an incredible sector as an Alpine as well.
As Nura's dropped to 6th. Nura's down in 6th, so he did have a moment in the castle section, and he's going to be punching himself once again as he's had the bad luck once again after Hockenheim. Can he recover?
He has the lead.
As Wysai from 7th on the grid has stolen the lead from both his teammate and gotten past Sot in the process of getting into first. Steve, a one-time race winner here in Project 1 2023. Obviously now in the Aston Martin, is doing so much better than he did in the Alfa Romeo, obviously. And as you can see, Wysai is leading us away with a big gap, I'd say, to his teammate Alan. A 1-2 for Ferrari, something I can't say. 3 and turn 4 looks like Sot and Alan both still side by side racing. Great racing from the two. Fair racing as Sot seems to edge Alan out here, as Steve has gotten himself into the fight. Obviously Steve on the soft compound tire, and he will have the grip advantage for now, but as the race goes on, he might not have that same advantage, as now we go into the next very tricky corner to get right, as someone slipped out. Is that Bastiva? No, that's Yushi. And once again, Yushi
taken a vacation.
Has been banned from the circuit, and not intentionally. Anyways, Wysai will lead us away. Sot now leading the pack of cars behind him, and with Steve now side by side with Sot down into turn 1. Who will be in second? Can Yatniel please despawn? Sot now onto the first back straight of many. Is that Motto? Motto slipped out, but he's unfortunately enough, he's all right. As Bastiva behind the hound pack of wolves trying to catch up to Wysai here, but Steve, can he beat the pack of Sot, Dungeon, and Alan? He can, as he will lead them away for second place for now.
Yep.
And anyways, Bonnie is still going down the track. Wysai's going to run him over, but he's not dead quite yet. Anyway, Steve 3900 going down the straight. It looks like he has the straight line speed compared to the Alpine. Looks like Renault could really make a better engine than Mercedes as we come down into through turn 2. As we get on to this next back straight, looks like Dungeon not going to have the DRS, which is questionable. Anyways, now going into turn 3. And turn 4, someone is going to go onto the hards.
Yep. He's got hard.
He's gone onto the hards, and he's come out right behind Gao. And he's in 9th place. Could you believe it? Sot on lap 10. He's gone from 9th to 9th. Anyways, Wysai right out ahead, pulling his gap, pulling his weight, but Steve is now catching up. He's lost a little bit of time now. Now the gap has stabilized once again. But it seems in that first sector, Steve 3900 has the pace to beat out Weissai. He's going to pit. Weissai's going to react. Dungeon as well. So the medium, I expect it to go a lot longer. Alan's also coming in. So the entire top three, well, not the entire top three, but 3 out of the 4 top drivers have pitted. And where is Steve compared to Weissai? Is he going to come out ahead or behind? He's going to come out right ahead of where he was. And it's battle number 2 now. It's going to be Steve on the medium compact tire, and now Dungeon on the soft compact tire. My fault. As Bestiva will lead us away in those medium compact tires. The gap to Weissai is 9 seconds. And now the question is, where will he come out in this race after he pits? Does he not know?
Oh, Bestiva's on the left.
Bestiva
and he's gonna pit now.
Going into the pits now. So I don't know what he was trying to do. Anyways, Weissai is gonna come out comfortably into lead. Now, obviously, Weissai didn't lead all of the laps, but he has been the dominant one here in this race. Steve's fallen behind quite a bit compared to where he was supposed to be. Bestiva now coming out in 4th. But big story here, Big Linda in 9th is now in 9th. Anyway, Weissai. Back to Weissai. Bonnie's trying to hang his thing up because he knows Big Linda is still in 9th. Anyways.
Oh, it was slightly smoke on Weissai in the castle section.
He was a little slow, and that can Dungeon capitalize off of that.
Let's see how much he lost there.
He didn't lose. He lost 3/10, so a good amount, which Dungeon can capitalize off of, as Weissai is not quite used to the mediums. Dungeon has gotten a tank slapper, but now is the question: are both of these guys gonna get through the castle section neatly? Yes, they do. And Bonnie,
what is he doing,
on track? As Dungeon is gonna have a huge tank slapper out of that final corner of sector 2. Now on to this main straight. This is where Dungeon does most of his damage to catch up to Weissai here. Steve doing a great race, obviously. Unfortunate that his teammate Nura couldn't cook up something that was a masterclass of itself. As Weissai is now gonna have to feel a little bit pressured as he's hit the wall a little bit. He's now crumbling quietly under this pressure from Dungeon. And now going through the next 2 corners, Weissai's never had to worry about a fight quite yet this season after those first few laps in Hockenheim. And you can see there, it's going to be Dungeon and Weissai going into the castle section. It's Dungeon will maybe lead us. Oh no, that's a penalty! An unfortunate penalty at last will set off the celebrations here for Weissai. He's going to have a huge celebration in the cockpit as he's now not under pressure anymore. But you can see that in the background, Dungeon lurking still. The gap's only 2.1 seconds, which is it's not a lot. Because once Dungeon catches back up to Weissai, it's not going to be fun for him. Just lose a little bit of time. And by this statement, Dungeon will get 3rd place. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Because you can see here, he's keeping Steve behind even without a front wing. He's lost a little bit of time, but that's only because he made a mistake. Yeah. Now Steve will comfortably go into 2nd place, but the thing I'm complaining about is the cars are too forgiving in Project Apex.
Let's see if that's gonna be the
And
case for
you
the
can see
next race.
Bestiva in the background, but he's not going to quite catch Dungeon here. With a huge thank you to our fans, obviously in Project One, and for all your support in, obviously in YouTube, in TikTok, or wherever we post. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Obviously, I am a part of this Project One 23 media team, and as obviously the main commentator, I have to say this because Just Maxi is not quite of a talker. Anyways, Bestiva now will pass Dungeon for 4th, but now coming round the final few curves, and now onto the main straight. The top step of the podium will be now colored black in scarlet red. Ferrari and Weissai will come home in first once again and will win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He will have back-to-back wins. Steve will come home in second. A great finish for him. Bestiva will go onto the podium, and Dungeon will not get his drawbacks and will finish in 4th. Sutton will finish in 5. Allen, unfortunate, the pole sitter here in Azerbaijan, will come home in 6th.